Hello and welcome back. Today on Jarhead and Ginger's Journey, we're going to do a side-by-side comparison to these two portable ice makers. Stay tuned. We actually purchased this ice maker and had it sent here, and when we went and picked it up, our hosts at the house that we're actually staying in now said they had one that was still in the box that they purchased and never opened. So we're going to actually get to do a side-by-side comparison, see how long it takes to make the ice and everything like that today. So we'll start with this one here. This is the one that Allison and I purchased. It is the Igloo Iceb 26. All right. It says it makes 26 pounds of ice in a day. I'll give you some of the specs on it out of the owner's manual here. It says 26 pounds of ice a day, produces 9 cubes every 7 to 15 minutes, has a carry handle, it holds 2 quarts of water, the basket holds 1 1/4 pounds of ice, it has an automatic cleaning function. Both of these ice machines actually have the automatic cleaning function. It can make ice in 2 different sizes. And they both come with baskets inside and also scoops. Okay, so that's the some of the specs for the Igloo brand. This one over here, I do have the owner's manual for it, but the specs aren't in the owner's manual. They're on the box that I have over here. So this one, the brand is New Air, and it is an AI 215R. R just because I'm assuming it's the red in color. This one says it can do 50 pounds of ice per day. The cycles are 6 to 14 minutes, which means it takes anywhere from 6 to 14 minutes to make a complete batch of ice. It also has the cleaning function. It does 12 pieces of ice per batch, and then it has 3 sizes of cubes. So what I'm going to do is we'll go through and I'll make ice in each size, and I'll take down how long it takes for each cycle for both machines, and then I'll also let it run after that. After those are complete, I'll let it run for an hour, and we'll see how many pounds of ice we get after an hour. One thing I've done already is ran the cleaning cycles through both of these. It suggests bleach or vinegar or whatever, some cleaning, mild cleaning solution, and then you put it in there and let it run. You'll run it, it's about a 5-minute cycle, and then you'll drain it out, and then you'll put fresh water in, and you'll run the cleaning cycle again, and then you drain it again. So before I get started with that, I want to let you guys know about the drain functions on these. This one has a plug that sticks in from the bottom, and you have to pull it out to get it to drain. This one actually has a drain on the side, but it takes a little doing to get it to unscrew, and then there's a little tiny rubber piece that goes in it. I'll get you a close-up here in a second. Both of them are a little bit hard to drain. This one drains way faster than this one does, so if you're going to fill this one to capacity, hopefully you'll run it out with ice, with making ice rather than having to drain it out. But let me get you a little close-up on the drains of both of these, and then we'll come back and I'll show you the ice capacities and all that stuff. Here is the drain on the bottom of the Igloo, right here. It's just a flat blade, so it's kind of hard to grab a hold of it, and it pulls straight out, so you have to wiggle it back and forth to actually get it to come out. It's got some fins on it here that are a little bit soft plastic, and it sticks right back into place and pushes in. It's all easy to do when it's like this, but basically if you're going to drain this, you would have the front edge like this off into the sink or off the table if you're going to drain it onto the floor or whatever, and then you'd have to reach under here and try and pull that that fin out, and as you can see, it's not the easiest thing to do. What I did find, if you look in here, is right down here in the bottom, it's kind of hard to see, but there's that little dot right there. That's where the plug comes through. If you push on it from inside, it pushes it almost all the way out, and then you can grab it from the bottom, pull it out, and it will vent there very easily. So that's the heartache with the venting on the Igloo version. Now let's take a look at the New Air version. This is the New Air version, and like I said, it vents on the side, which is right here. But as you can see, the cap is split into two pieces, and it has this semi-rigid piece that holds it together so you don't lose this piece. So basically what you have to do is take two hands, one to hold this and then one to spin this. I've only got one since I'm filming with the other hand. So let me see what I could do here. As you can see, if you just try and spin it, it won't come all the way off because this holds it in place. So as you do spin it, you have to move the outer edge of this around. Once you do get it off of there, there we go. Once you do get it off of there, you may be able to see it there. There's a little rubber piece, a little stopper that sticks in there. It pulls out very easily. But that's it right there. So you can see how small that thing is, and you don't get any extras. So if you ever lost that, you would just be out. You'd have to figure out a different way to plug the actual hole there. So that's kind of the headache with this one. Also, let's open it up and I'll show you how it's draining on the inside. This one on the inside drains right through there, so it's a little indentation there, and then it drains out and then down that direction to where the vent is. This one drains very, very slowly. So that's, you know, two of the big downfalls on this one. The other one, the Igloo, it drains a lot faster. I would say all in all, I would give the ease of drain probably to the Igloo product over the New Air product. We're going to start with the Igloo model. I have filled the hopper with the water. As you can see, that there's a max, it says max right here, so the max fill line is right there. So I have filled it up to the maximum fill line. It does come with the basket to catch the ice. It just simply goes in there like that, and it has a scooper also. We don't need that for now. So we'll close the lid, and up here on the top, you can see the power button is blinking because I shut it off. The S, it means it's going to do the small size right now. So it's going to be doing the small sized cubes first, and you use the select over here to select what you want it to do. So I'm going to put it on S for small and turn it on for it to start the cycle. Alright, once it starts, you can actually hear it start up a little bit there, and I'll set you guys down by it so you can see just how much sound it actually makes. I've got you right next to the vent here where all the noise is happening, so if it sounds kind of loud, that's probably why, but I want to give you an idea. Now I'll step back a ways and you can hear the difference. So I don't think it's very loud. I'll be back with you guys in a minute once I have some ice. We finished up with the Igloo run. I did 2 batches actually on small size. The first one took 7 minutes, 20 seconds. The second batch took 7 minutes and 40 seconds to produce the ice. After that, I switched it to the large size. The large size ice cubes took 8 minutes and 30 seconds to come out. And there's the difference in size. Not a big difference, but if you look at the bullet, actually that's the thing that goes in there is what cools the ice around it. This one is the large size. It's a bit thicker than this one is. You can see that one broke a little bit, but it's a little bit thinner around the rim there. So you do get two different sizes, although they look very similar in size. I guess it's the thickness that they're talking about. So that is the stats on your Igloo. Now let's go over and check out the New Air. Same thing with the New Air. It has a fill line down there. We filled it all the way up to the top. We're going to go ahead and put in the hopper and close the lid. This one has the controls on the front. Have to turn it to on. On. Select size. There's the small size. I don't know if y'all can tell that or not, but small size, and then it should start going on its own. So that one took a little bit to kick on. Once you select the size, it takes about 15 seconds or so, and then you can start to hear it actually move and start to make the ice. Just like we did with the other one, I'll get you guys right up next to the vent so you can hear how loud it is. So that's not too loud. So now I'm stepping away. I'm about 4 or 5 feet away from it, and now you can tell how loud it is from here. I'll be back with you after we run the cycles on this one. We've completed 4 cycles on the New Air model because remember it had 3 different sizes of ice it could make. Small, medium, and large. I ran 2 sets in small, 1 in medium, and 1 in large. The small took 8 minutes and 50 seconds for the first one. The second one was 7 minutes and 45 seconds. Medium was 8 minutes 30 seconds, and large was 9 minutes and 30 seconds. And there you can see the 3 size differences. And just like the last one, if you look at the end, you can see there are actually 3 different thicknesses there. So that'll give you an idea of the 3 different sizes of ice you can get out of the New Air. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put these both on small size, let them run for an hour, and then we'll get back with you guys and show you how much ice you can get out of these things in an hour and wrap this video up. After the 1 hour test, you can really see a difference in the amount of ice each machine makes. This was surprising to me because each machine did about the same, their cycle rate was about the same. So about 6 to 8 minutes per cycle. I put them both down to small cubes and ran them for an hour, and this is the difference we got. So the New Air makes almost twice as much volume of ice in an hour than the Igloo makes. Also, if you take a look at the side-by-side comparisons of the cubes, they're both on the small size, but the New Air cube is quite a bit bigger than the small size off of the Igloo. So that being said, one thing I didn't mention, because it's pretty obvious, is the size of this thing though. The New Air is probably twice as wide and maybe another 6 inches deeper. It also weighs quite a bit more. There are 2 handles on the New Air. You can pick it up. It probably weighs 20 pounds or so. This one, you can pick it up. It probably weighs maybe half that. They both still do have water in them, whatever water was left in the hopper. But there you go, the side-by-side comparison. I thought for sure that the Igloo was going to be the no-brainer winner on this when I started doing the ice cycles. But after seeing how much more ice the New Air makes than the Igloo, that might change your mind. This is a little bit more expensive than the Igloo, or you know, quite a bit more expensive, I guess, than the Igloo. I'm going to put links to both of these and maybe a few more that I can find in the show notes in case you guys want to look at these specific ones or do a little research. You can just go down and click on it and figure it out from there. In my opinion, no clear winner. With the size of this, I'm actually glad I got the Igloo, but if I had more room in my RV or maybe in a tiny home or something, this is definitely a good ice maker. So that's going to do it for this one. We'll see you next time on Jarhead and Ginger's Journey. Bye.